I was really surprised that how much inequality there was between boys and girls. That I thought it was just on education that the inequality was going to be, but um, not only was their education inequality, but also like they were killing them off. They were not feeding them. They were being aborted.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah, that's especially I was thinking about that. Like in where is it like China and stuff. If you only have the one child and stuff, so when they find out it's a girl, they usually don't do that or don't have it because it'd be more practical to have the boy and stuff. So that's always really sad. That's another one.
Yeah, and I was amazed at how well Diamond, I think was her name, was able to help her family just
Yeah,
because of the little bit of education that she got.
yeah, and the effect she had, like I don't know, her parents obviously couldn't see that investment and stuff, and it's just yeah, that's amazing. Like all that she brought back to it, just giving her medication, you know. So
And kind of with the idea of the flat world, how um, they were, how the New York Times presented that story, and then tons of money came in to the school. But like, I mean, there's a sense of the flat world, but that's only in a concentrated effort. I don't know if
right,
yeah, there's like it was
right,
all focused on one school. It wasn't like focused all over China,
yeah.
and so
That's like the sad thing too is that things have to be covered by media and stuff in order to get the reaction that is needed for it and stuff. And like, you know, there are so many other places and people that aren't getting education that unfortunately aren't, you know, just they don't have a story about them in the newspaper, you know, back here. So, I mean, it's really good for that group and stuff. It's just sad to know that there's so many out there that still aren't being helped at all, you know, and won't be.
yeah, how I don't know. It's just like we can't just go and give all of our money
Right.
because I mean, there's we wouldn't be able to. We have to work. We have to grow. We have to provide for ourselves, and that's how the economy works. Is by this. That's why um, we're such a great nation in the sense of economy because we do barter. We do um, have that competition to say, and that's essential.
Right. But also what she was saying about what they spend their money on and stuff. It's like I didn't really never really occurred to me just like $2 a day. That's unfortunate and stuff. But it's like the same as us, kind of like the poor in our country. Like they have phones and TVs and everything when you know there are things that probably are more important to spend their money on that would probably help with poverty and getting out of it and stuff.
Like I didn't grow up with all most money in my family, but I remember seeing other families in my neighborhood. Like kids would get like all these nice clothes and everything and this and that, and have these phones and cars, and they'd have problems and they'd go to the bishop for food and stuff. It's like you've got money,
Exactly.
you've got money, you're just not using it in the right way.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just yeah, I don't know. It's something that kind of people need to realize, including myself, because I know I spend money on crap too. But
Yeah.
sorry. But uh, just that can help the world. You know, like that could be a solution for the whole world if everyone was just in that mentality that you know, just be wise. You know, we all just need to be wise.
Just like that scripture.
Yeah,
Don't be wise. Not say more.
That's so funny. I don't think I've ever heard laughter after the scriptures.
Yeah.
It's really fun. But yeah, so you know, we can't help everyone. You know, like we can't. Like it's just not possible, really, to help every single person and stuff. But to give that information to people, just like to be smart about their finances and just make the most out of where they are and stuff is probably the best that the world needs. You know, like all we can really give them. All you know, we can't afford to give them all money, but we can give them this information and stuff and like help them with that.
And the thing is, it's not money that they need.
Right. Right.
It's it is that education. It's that
Exactly.
it's the principle of giving them fish versus I mean teaching them how to fish versus
Right.
giving them a fish,
Exactly.
and that's what happened to that girl. I mean they received money for her education, but it was the education that they were able to build a new house. They were able to get rid of the pig.
Yeah. Yeah. She, you know, but that's a good example of that, teaching him to fish and stuff.
Yeah, and like what, like with what she did is she went and looked herself for a job, and then she helped her other friends and
Right.
to get jobs, and did the research herself to be able to get them jobs.
Totally pay it forward. Yeah. Like, just, I don't know, kind of just reverts back to like a Christ-like attitude too, though. It's just like, help the people that you come in contact with, that you see on the street and stuff. Like, just, help the people that you can help, and then expect them to do the same for people that you can't reach yourself,